Welcome back everyone to the world of crypto. In this video, I'll be telling you exactly where Bitcoin will be going next according to this new price pattern. I'll be showing you some special Bitcoin indicators that help me track exactly where Bitcoin will go next. And I'll also be telling you my next Ethereum price targets and where I think Ethereum will be going next as well. And later in this video, I'll be covering Chainlink because it has officially just broken into new all-time highs. So if you want to know how high Chainlink can actually go on this next big bull run, make sure you're watching all the way until the end of the video. And if all of that sounds good to you, make sure to smash a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you don't miss any of this valuable information. And yeah, I get comments from you guys on these videos saying that you actually made money from watching my videos. So seriously, make sure you're watching the whole video because there's just so much opportunity in crypto right now. But with all of that being said, let's get into the Bitcoin price. So right here, we're on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And as you can see, Bitcoin is still forming this symmetrical triangle as I discussed a couple videos ago. I made a video about 4 days ago now, way back here, and I actually was one of the first people to point out this new symmetrical triangle pattern forming. And so far, as of recording this video, Bitcoin is still within this symmetrical triangle and it's looking like it's going to have a breakout within the next day or two. So there's going to be a huge move coming, whether that's up or down. There will be a huge move either way. If Bitcoin breaks the support and breaks down below this triangle, then it's looking like it will probably head to around $30,000. But if Bitcoin breaks above the resistance out of this triangle, then it's definitely going to be heading into new all-time highs within the next couple days. And yeah, I'm just about to tell you the exact levels to watch out for and where my price targets are for if it goes to the upside. So yeah, once again, I've already told you my downside target. If it does break down, then I'm looking at around $30,000. And the level to watch out for if it breaks down is at around the $35,000 level. So if Bitcoin breaks far below the $35,000 level, and if it has a big volume spike worth of selling pressure, then yeah, chances are that we're heading down to at least the low $30,000 levels. And now what about if Bitcoin decides to break up out of this triangle? And well, the level to watch on the upside target is the $39,000 level. If Bitcoin breaks $39,000 and heads towards $40,000, and once again, if you see a big spike of volume come in on the breakout, then that's how you know that Bitcoin is breaking out to the upside. And chances are, if that happens, we're definitely going to be heading into new all-time highs. Because keep in mind, the all-time high for Bitcoin at the moment is only at 42,000 US dollars. So if Bitcoin breaks above 39,000 to 40,000, then it's definitely going to be breaking its all-time high as well. And on the next big run that Bitcoin has, it's probably going to be heading up into the $50,000 range. Now switching over to the daily Bitcoin chart, as you can see just here, this sideways consolidation is exactly what Bitcoin needed before heading up once again. The reason why I say that is because Bitcoin was in huge overbought areas on the daily RSI. And so when Bitcoin consolidates sideways, it basically lets the RSI cool off a little bit. And it also lets the moving averages, such as these moving averages here, it lets the moving averages catch up to the price. Because there's only so far the price can actually stray away from the moving averages. And there's only so long that the RSI can stay in these massive overbought areas. And what's great is Bitcoin doesn't actually need to dump back down in order to meet these moving averages down here. And it also doesn't need to dump back down for the RSI to come back down into neutral areas. All that Bitcoin needs to do to reset these indicators is just trend sideways for a little bit, and it lets the moving averages catch up to the price and it resets the RSI into neutral areas. And as you can see, that's exactly what's happening now. So this is very bullish price action for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's pretty likely that Bitcoin will begin to break into new all-time highs fairly soon. And by fairly soon, I don't mean in like a couple hours. I mean, maybe in the next few days or weeks. But with that being said, don't be surprised if we do break down here because that can definitely still happen. And once again, my immediate target to the downside is around a $30,000 level. Now switching over to the Ethereum US dollar chart, here we are on the 4-hour chart. And honestly guys, Ethereum is looking incredibly bullish. If you thought Bitcoin was already looking bullish enough, honestly, I would say Ethereum's looking even more bullish than what Bitcoin's looking. Right now, Ethereum over the past couple of days has been showing strong buyer interest as it's just been steadily growing to the upside here. Obviously, a few days ago, we all saw this kind of flash crash in crypto, and that happened across most of the top cryptos. But since then, Ethereum especially has pretty much made back all of those losses, and it's coming up close to its all-time high, which by the way, its all-time high is around $1,400 to $1,500 US dollars, depending on what exchange you're looking at. And as of recording this video, Ethereum's at $1,200 US. So obviously Ethereum is very close to its all-time high, but it still hasn't broken it yet. And when Ethereum breaks its all-time high, that's when the real bull market starts. Like, believe me, if you think the gain that we've seen over the past couple months in Bitcoin going from like 10,000 to 40,000 is insane, you've seen nothing yet. Wait until Ethereum breaks its all-time highs, and when the altcoins start popping, you'll see up to 100x gains in some altcoins over this next year. Like, seriously, crypto can get even more wild than you can ever imagine. And I'm seeing all the same signs in Ethereum right now that I saw back in 2016 at the beginning of that massive bull run. Once again, this type of price structure here where Ethereum's constantly forming higher lows and it's forming somewhat horizontal highs, it shows that there's a big sell war for Ethereum set at around the all-time high, which is fair enough. The same was for Bitcoin at 20,000. But the people buying Ethereum are just buying up all of the sell orders, and eventually we're going to crack through this big horizontal resistance. And when that happens, because there's not going to be that many sellers immediately on the other side of the all-time high, Ethereum will pretty much just jump from the all-time high, and I'll say it'll probably at least head to 2,000 before it has any sort of cool off. We saw that same sort of price structure in Bitcoin, and obviously this has happened for Ethereum back in the day. So yeah, Ethereum's looking very bullish. Now Ethereum can actually break down out of this. It's not impossible for Ethereum to break down, so don't get me wrong, like Ethereum's looking incredibly bullish, but that's not 100% chance of it breaking to the upside. My downside target for Ethereum, if it does break this support level, is at around the $1,000 level. There's massive support coming in at the $1,000 level, as you can see on the chart. And so yeah, Ethereum's getting incredibly close to its breakout here. The level to watch for if it breaks to the downside is at around $1,100 US. If it breaks far below 1,100, then it's probably heading back down to 1,000. And the level to watch for the break to the upside is at around $1,250 to $1,300. If it breaks the $1,300 level with big volume, then it's probably going to be heading into new all-time highs very soon. There's two massive ways that you can tell that the breakout has actually happened. And one of the ways is that we'll get a massive spike in volume that exceeds all of the previous volume levels. And the second way is if Ethereum actually breaks out, comes back down to retest this resistance as support and continues higher, that retest is confirmation of the breakout. So yeah, those are two ways that we can actually tell if the price is broken out of a pattern. We look for the volume and we look for the retest of the support or resistance. And I'm quickly switching it over to the daily just to have a quick look on the daily Ethereum chart. And as you can see, this sideways movement has reset the RSI into more neutral areas, which is priming us ready for this next big run to the upside. If the RSI was already at these extreme levels at like 90 on the RSI, then we would probably not go that high on the next run. But considering Ethereum's now down at more neutral levels, it's got a lot more room to the upside in both the RSI and in the price. Now here we are on the Chainlink US dollar chart. We're on the 4-hour chart, and Chainlink has officially just broken into new all-time highs. The previous all-time high for Chainlink against US dollars was $20 US per Chainlink. And the yellow line that I've drawn on the chart here, that was the previous all-time high. This is the $20 level. And we can tell if this breakout was an actual breakout or just a fake out by the volume and the retest. And Chainlink did both of those, as you can see here. The first candle that initially broke the all-time high was this candle here, and we had a massive spike of volume, as you can see here, and it exceeded all of the other levels of volume down here. So yeah, once again, that's step number one to determine if the breakout is a real breakout. And step number two is to look for the retest for support. And that's exactly what Chainlink did. So Chainlink broke the $20 all-time high and then came back down to retest the $20 level, and it confirmed a bounce on that level and continued to head higher into new all-time highs. So yeah, we got both the big volume and the retest coming in for Chainlink to confirm the breakout into new all-time highs. And just to refresh your memory, the last time Chainlink broke into all-time highs, it went from $5 to $20 within 1 month. That's a 4x gain on your investment in 1 month, which is absolutely insane. And honestly, it wouldn't be that crazy if Chainlink did something similar over the next couple months. My longer term goal for Chainlink over the next year is in the 3-figure range. I seriously think Chainlink has potential to hit over $100. So right now, with Chainlink sitting at $22, is an amazing buy opportunity if you're holding for the long term. I've been making Chainlink videos basically ever since I started making videos on this channel a couple weeks ago. So all the way back here when Chainlink was trading well below the $20 level, even when Chainlink was as low as was $13, I was telling you to buy Chainlink for the long term. And for all of you subscribers that have been watching my videos all the way through and actually listening to what I have to say, all of you guys have made absolutely insane profits on Chainlink just over this past week. Since I began mentioning Chainlink on my channel, since around these $13 lows, Chainlink has pumped well over 70%, and that's all in the span of 1 week, which is absolutely insane gains. Now, taking a quick look at CoinMarketCap to see some of the biggest gainers over the past 7 days, you could probably see an altcoin season beginning to form. There has been absolutely monstrous gains in the altcoin space over the past 7 days. Multiple altcoins have more than doubled in price in the last week. Like, we've got Hedge Trade at 262% gain, Curve DAO at 145% gain, another 145% gain, 145%, 122%, 118%, and so on. Right here, this is the Bitcoin dominance on the daily chart. So basically, this just shows how much dominance Bitcoin has compared to the rest of the crypto space. So as of right now on this chart, the Bitcoin dominance is at around 67%, which means out of all of the money in crypto, 67% of it is sitting in Bitcoin. And as the Bitcoin dominance begins to fall, as it has in the past couple of weeks, all of the altcoins begin to explode compared to Bitcoin. So yeah, as of right now, with Bitcoin just going sideways and the Bitcoin dominance falling like this, if this trend continues to the downside, then you'll see a lot more altcoins have massive gains over the next few weeks. So while I always recommend to have the largest crypto holding in your portfolio as Bitcoin, I definitely do also recommend to be holding at least some altcoins like Ethereum, Chainlink, and a few others that you do some research on. Now, that's not financial advice. Like, obviously, make sure you're doing your own research. Don't invest in anything that you don't understand. But I'm just telling you exactly what I'm doing. I'm showing you my strategy, and so far it's making me a lot of money, and I'm just trying to make you guys a lot of money as well. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoy these type of videos, make sure to leave a like on the video down below, because it just lets me know that you actually enjoyed this video and that I should keep making more of these videos. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my future videos. There's so much valuable information all throughout these videos that I give you guys for free. It seriously takes like 5 seconds to click like and subscribe, and it just means so much to me. I seriously appreciate all of your support. And if you have any questions, feedback, or suggestions for me, let me know in the comments down below, because I read and answer every single comment on my videos. Also, be careful, because sometimes there can be some scammers in the comments. So yeah, just never give anyone your information, and never call some random phone number that you find in the comment section. But yeah, with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.